4 of all protein. So far I've had 3 IsoPure shakes. I've been putting a little extra in there because the calories are just a little too low for me, 100 calories. They're not being in carbohydrates or fat in 1 scoop. So I've had the equivalent of about 4 scoops today, plus 1 pound of turkey. And I have 1 more pound of turkey left, and then it's just living on IsoPure. So I'll probably be bumping up to about 6 or 7 shakes per day. And I've got about 5 pounds left of the IsoPure. And we are walking. I've actually done more than what shows here. I think it updates these bars right here, I think are 15 minute. The bar graph runs on a 15 minute. So you can see how the calories just bumped up. So I've got 720 to hit, so 19 more calories before I hit 3 times my base average at 240, which gets me about 3 miles if I'm hustling. If I'm just walking, let's say 3 miles per hour like I am right now, it takes about 3.5 miles, almost exactly 3.5 miles. Yep, there we are, 11.37, so we're just finishing up. So I would say the last, not even 10 minutes, yeah. I had that timed out pretty well. I had started walking again at 4:30, and so I was sitting just above 10 miles, and I was trying to calculate going, okay, 2 more miles, that should take me 40 minutes if I'm traveling at 3 miles per hour, and it looks like that's exactly where it's gonna be putting me. Here we are. And we're on day 5 of continuous exercise, day 4 of actually doing this pace walking. And yeah, I'm going on 12th mile. If my son's gone tonight, I'll probably do 3 more. Each day I get more endurance. I get a heightened state. Not saying it's easy, but it's easier. You know, I'll jog. Like I can actually jog and talk at the same time. I can do sprints. Right. I can go laterally. Kind of getting sloppy there with the camera, but you get the point. And then I also will walk backwards. And then I'll walk forward. I'll walk backward and forward several times. And really, the red blood cell count is through the roof. The fat oxidation is epic. I figured out that on this pec right here, the reason that I'm accumulating more fat is there was a blocked duct there. Finally, when there wasn't a bunch of fat accumulating and obfuscating it, I could get kind of in there and feel. Then I also was able to go over some of the images that I was taking. And I realized, wow, is that a blocked vein right there? Because I can see the greenish pigment and then kind of a venous shape. And I realized, okay, I'm gonna start putting some hot water on there, massaging that area. I've always had issues with it, but I think just from being sedentary, but there's some anomalous issues going on there. So where are we at here? So I wouldn't think that this is gonna update while I'm still walking here. I'm really essentially just closing up the last 5 minutes. You can see that at the end I'll have done probably more steps than I have done yet, but I'm walking 12 miles and not 13 like I got yesterday. I did a great deal more running yesterday. And yeah, I do this for hours and hours and hours. This is a picture that I took a little while ago, so I'm way above that, but you can see by this graph that I started 7 or 8 this morning, and it is already going on 6 p.m. So I'm treating this like a full-time job. If you want to be good at something, you need to put 8 hours a day into it. Sometimes in our lives we designate 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. Sometimes we can only get 5 hours in to a talent or a skill that we work on. So if I'm getting 8.5 steps in, right? Let's see. So if I'm getting times, right, maybe 3,400 times. And I'll show you. So I literally do this, have done this 3,400 times today. You'll see it. You'll see it come up here.